Good afternoon and welcome back to Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. My name is Justin Smith and today we're going to do a video on a new arrival here at the dealership. What we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the all-new 2015 Sherry Ram ProMaster conversion van. Now this particular van is built on the 159-inch wheelbase, which makes it a 9-passenger conversion van. Now on the exterior, we go all out on these vans, painting everything from the front to the back, so everything matches on all of our ProMasters. So the front face is painted to match, the power mirrors are painted to match, your door handles are painted to match, and even your running boards are painted to match as well. Now this particular van features the 18-inch chrome wheel. We do have a 16-inch wheel option, so if you want to go that route, we can accommodate that as well. All of our Sherry ProMaster conversion vans have an exposed running board. It's about the widest running board in the industry, so it makes it very easy to enter and exit this van, so it's actually a functional running board. Moving down the side of the van, we have a 35% tent in the front, and when you get to the back of the conversion van, this features a 5% limo tent. Now the reason we do the 35% in the front is to make it compliant in all 50 states. Moving to the back of the van, it doesn't really matter, there's no law on that. Okay, now located at the rear of this conversion van, I want to take this time to go over some very important features, starting with the safety features and also some of the capabilities that this 9-passenger conversion van has to offer. Starting with the safety features. Now, all of our Sherry ProMaster conversion vans are equipped with traction control, rollover mitigation, and hill start brake assist. Now, if you have any questions on any of those three that I just mentioned, feel free to give me a call and I can get into better detail on those. Probably the coolest and most important safety feature that the van has is a rear backup camera system. Now the backup camera in this van is located up here in the rear brake light. So what that means is anytime that you put this van in reverse, you're going to get a visual that shows up right on your navigation screen, right on the dash, and it's going to allow you to see if there's any object behind you before you reverse. So that's a great and very important safety feature to have. Now moving on to some of the capabilities. One of the most important is obviously it can handle 9 passengers, but this van can also tow up to 5,100 pounds. Now all of our ProMaster conversion vans are ordered from the factory with the tow prep group, and what that means is on the dashboard there is an actual tow haul button that you're going to want to push any time that you have a load behind this van. Now this particular van does not have a receiver on it, and we've come to find out with experience not to put the receiver on there because customers have a wide variety of needs, whether it's a class 3 or class 4 hitch. We can accommodate that here at the dealership, and it's about $300 to have that installed. Okay, moving along to the passenger side of the van, I want to talk about some very important features and also some very important benefits from the features that the ProMaster does have to offer. Probably the most important thing about the ProMaster is it's a front-wheel drive V6. Now the front-wheel drive is going to be great in all kinds of weather conditions, and of course the V6 is going to help accommodate the great gas mileage you would expect. Now this 9-passenger conversion van will do north of 20 miles to the gallon. I don't know another 9-passenger van out there that can accommodate that kind of fuel economy. But one of the neatest things that the front-wheel drive does is gives us the biggest opening. And you might wonder, how does front-wheel drive give us a bigger opening on the side of the van? Well, we have no drive shaft to contend with. So in turn, we have a lower floor, hence the biggest opening. 6'2" here, and watch how easy I can enter the van. Now moving on to the rear of the conversion van, the best part of the conversion van, right? Obviously is in the back where all the goodies are. As far as the seating goes, now this particular van, as I mentioned earlier, is a 9-passenger conversion van. So what we have is 2 rows of captain's chairs in the back, and then in the very back of the van there's a rear sofa. The captain's chairs in the back of this van are on a swivel base, and I tell you, that's a really neat feature, whether it's sitting at a soccer game and maybe wanting to get out of the sun and being able to sit in this nice comfortable chair, or if it's facing you, the guests in the back of the van. Now the van has the seats have 2 locking positions, either facing forward or facing to the rear. Now when putting a swivel seat in a van, there's one thing that we had to come up with, was a safe and secure seat belt to accommodate whatever direction the seat was in. I apologize. A lot of vans have the seat belt coming right off the wall, so you can imagine with the swivel seat that wouldn't really work very well. So we've incorporated a seat belt that's right here in the seat, so no matter what position you're in, facing forward or back, you're going to be safe and secure at all times. Now, all of our seats, one of the biggest questions I get from all the mothers out there is, do we have the tether hooks and the straps for the car seats? Every seat in the back of this van can accommodate a car seat, safe and secure. So don't worry about that. We thought about that while building this van. Okay, as I mentioned while I was on the outside of the van and talked about the privacy glass, all of our Sherry conversion vans have these recessed blinds, and we usually do them in a two-tone. So whatever the bottom wall is, we typically do the same color in the blind. So we have nice privacy blinds all the way around, and I think back behind this recessed wall is one of the best designs I've seen yet, and it just looks really nice in this conversion van. Now, all of our ProMaster conversion vans have an abundance of storage. This is not a low top conversion van, so I'm not going to talk about the low top, but all of our conversion vans, whether it's a raised roof or low top conversion van, have overhead storage. And I tell you, I think we're the only low top conversion van out there to have the same storage that you would have to get in a high top conversion van. Great feature. All of our Ram ProMaster conversion vans are featured with a Pro Air 2 heat and air system in the back of the van. It's one of the biggest systems available, and we didn't want to sacrifice there. Whether you're in northern Minnesota and it's -20 in the winter, you're going to have plenty of heat to heat this van. Or if you're in South Texas and we're dealing with 104-degree temperatures, plenty of system back here to keep you cool on those hot days. Now, all of our systems are paired up with this digital thermostat here located on the wall. And it's a one-touch set and forget system. Very easy to use with 3 fan speeds. You've got a hot and a cold button for the temperature, and just an auto button that you can hit right here. So basically what that means is if you click it on auto mode, find your temperature, you're done. It's going to work, do whatever it needs to do to get to that desired temperature you inputted in the system. Now, to the left of the heat and air control is a main control panel. This control panel's got a wide variety of features. It does have a 110 plug-in, a DC port, and it also has 4 toggle switches. Now, these 4 toggle switches are going to control your map light, your indirect lighting on the wall, and also your indirect lighting located in the ceiling. So you do have the capability to turn those on and off while you have power to the van. And probably one of the coolest features is the HDMI input. Paired up with the 110, that would accommodate any video game system out there. Basically anything that uses an HDMI connectivity, you can view on your 32-inch monitor. What we have in here is a 32-inch Vizio 240 Hertz LED television. So when this van is stationary, you might be able to pick up a couple local channels. Usually, unless you're in a major city, in motion it's going to get pixelated. But it is a 240 Hertz television, as I mentioned. So what that's going to do is offer you the best picture quality that's available today. Now, this is a smart television, so it does have the built-in applications such as Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, a few others. And for in order for those to work, we do have to have a Wi-Fi signal. Now, most of our carriers offer a hotspot feature, whether you're with Verizon, AT&T, it doesn't matter if you have an Android phone or an Apple phone. Most carriers offer that hotspot feature, and basically what that does is allow you to connect 7 objects to your phone via Wi-Fi. Now, the DVD player in this van is a Samsung Blu-ray DVD player, and it is also a smart Blu-ray player. So it does have the same built-in applications that the TV does have. So it's a really cool feature. If you got any questions on how that works, need more information, feel free to give me a call and I can go over that with you. Now, while watching a movie on this van, you do have 2 audio options. You can listen to the movie through the wireless headphones that are provided with all of our Sherry vans. The 9 passengers come with 4, the 7 come with 2. or you can listen to it through the rear kicker surround sound speakers in this van. Now I tell you, we didn't cut any corners when it came to speaker quality, and I wanted to ensure that you get that true home theater experience even in your van while watching a movie. Okay, now I'm sitting in the very back of the van. I want to take this time to go over some features in the back of this van, most importantly the rear sofa. Now this rear sofa is a power fold flat sofa. It is also on a power sliding track. So what that means is you've got the ability to slide it forward and back, just like the captain's chair, to accommodate maybe some more leg room or more storage room behind the rear seat. Now the coolest feature on this sofa is the capability to fold completely flat. So if you do need to catch some rest on that trip, maybe spend the night in your van, you do have the ability to do so. Also in the back of this van, as I mentioned from the captain's chair earlier, there's switches on both sides of this van, and those are going to control the lights as well, your map lights. We do have lit cup holders on both sides of the rear sofa, and we do have a really nice drop down armrest. You know, one thing I want to talk about is how much room I have back here. Now for those of you who have been looking at 9-passenger conversion vans, you know when you add that other row of seats, you sacrifice room. I'd have to think we've got probably the most interior space out of any 9-passenger conversion van, and that's all because we have the ProMaster platform to work with, and it's a wider chassis, and it just gives us a lot more room to work with. So everything in this van turned out great, and you truly have seating for 9 adults in the back of this van. Okay, moving along to the very front of this conversion van, I want to go over all the features that are located in the front of this van. But probably one of the most important features that I've failed to mention in a lot of my videos, I apologize, is no center console between the front two bucket seats in the front. Yeah, it's nice to have a cooler right there, but I tell you what, you can buy a cooler at any Walmart, Kroger. Heck, you've already got a cooler in your garage that you can throw in the back of the van. And the reason I want to bring that up is it's very important if you're in a conversion van to be able to get from the front to the back. So when you have that center console here, along with the big TV right above it, it makes it very interesting to get from the front to the back. So I'm sure a lot of you conversion van people out there will appreciate that it's very easy to get from the back to the front or vice versa. Okay, moving along to with the front. All of our Sherry ProMaster conversion vans have power windows, they all have power locks, power mirrors, and they also do come with a keyless entry system. Now all of our Sherry ProMaster conversion vans have a nice leather wrapped wheel. Most of them, I shouldn't say all of them, have steering wheel controls. We do have some lower models out there, but this particular model does have the steering wheel controls on the left and right, and what those are going to do is hands-free, allow you to operate your hands-free phone system in this van with one touch of the button. Also go through all your radio controls, change channels, change modes, adjust the volume right here on the steering wheel, so that's really nice to have. All of our Sherry ProMaster conversion vans have a telescopic steering wheel. Now the radio is an AM/FM CD player. It has a 5-inch touchscreen interface, very easy to use, nice little radio. As I mentioned earlier, when you put this van in reverse, it does have a backup camera. Your image is going to show up right here on the radio, so it's a really neat feature to have. Now that radio does have USB connectivity, also a 3.5 millimeter input, so you can connect any MP3 player, any cell phone to be able to transfer or listen to your music directly through the sound system in this van. As far as the seats go in the front of this ProMaster, we didn't cut any corners here as well. Same leather that's in the back of this van. The pedestal that these seats are mounted on are an 8-way adjustable pedestal with recline and lumbar. Once again, my name is Justin Smith, and I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we hope that you enjoyed the video that we did on this all-new 2015 Sherry Ram ProMaster conversion van. And now if you have any questions on anything that I might not have covered on this van, or maybe a question on a different van that you've seen on our website, please don't hesitate to call. We're always around and willing to answer anybody's question. And for those of you who are looking for that perfect van that you've yet to find, or maybe just like the videos that we do here at the dealership, I kindly ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and even like us on Facebook. That's going to better your chances of not missing out on that next great van at Paul Sherry Conversion Van. Thanks and have a great day.